Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming to online. This is Sashiko Stitching Live. This is Atsushi. Today I would like to film one small project tutorial how to make Sashiko coaster. It's really a nice small project. It's a really nice starting project for many people. Okay, let's see. We have everything here, I guess. We do, right? Just a second. I'm open to any kind of questions, so if you have any questions about Sashiko or anything, just let me know. I'll try to make a coaster. I already print the pattern, transfer the pattern on the fabric, and I even cut the fabric to the coaster size. For the pattern printing, pattern transferring onto the fabric, I have another tutorials on my channel, so please refer to that video. For those, like you can, there's no such a thing as perfect size for the coaster, so you can cut the fabric as you wish. I will make coaster with just hand stitching. First, come on. First, prepare the fabric. What you need is the back fabric, the front fabric, and the interfacing. Interfacing? No. Is it interfacing? You may already know that this is the back side of the fabric if you have watched my previous tutorials. But this is the back side of the fabric. This is going to be a front after you stitch it. I usually use machine to finish the project, but today I'm going to use just one kind of Sashiko thread and Sashiko needle to make a Sashiko coaster. Batting? Hello? Hello, Cindy. What is the batting? Batting? I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Oh, batting! Probably so. This kind of things to make it. How can I say it? To make the fabric more solid, I would say. Thank you. Batting. Okay. Batting. Thank you so much. And for this kind of small project, I use single thread. And today I will try to make a small, not as small, but try to make small stitching. If you've started with small stitching, you might want to end with small stitching. Can you? Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. I usually speak in Japanese on the Instagram live. Here on YouTube, I try to speak mainly in English. If you have any question in other language, I speak only Japanese and English, but I can try Russian and Hebrew. At least I can try, right? Is a thing if you wanting to make it stronger than stabilizer. It's kind of thin. The stabilize. It's pretty thin. It's like 2 papers. Thank you. Well, when I Googled it once before, it says interfacing. I think that's what it called. I might be wrong. Since I am going to put the back fabric, I leave the loop a little bit to avoid the tension. My goal is to finish this project within hour and a half. Oh, okay. Interfacing is usually thinner. It sticks with the iron. It kind of glue it by using the iron. Is there any people who came from Instagram? As much as I enjoy the live over there, I sometimes feel bad that I speak only Japanese there. It's really fun, but again, like my goal is to share this culture to as many people as possible. So. If you have any requests to zoom up or something, just let me know. I can try to do that. They are fusible, yeah, fusible batting. That's the word, fusible. I gotta learn a lot from quilting and patchworking. You know, I've been doing sashiko. Like, I was born in sashiko family, so I was doing the sashiko when I was a kid. Of course, I hated it, and I started liking sashiko by doing the jeans mending. Now I do it as kind of like part of the work ish. But the more I do it, the more I feel like I would like to learn about quilting and patchworking. They're beautiful. So I don't try to make this as a tutorial much, so I don't explain how to stitch, but I just want to show how I do that, and I'll make tutorials on website or when I feel like it. That's really cool. Kids really like things they expect to do. Kids rarely like things they are expected to do. Sorry, just a second. I have a pretty blue eye. Yeah, right now, as of now, it's a single layer of fabric. I'm making a stitch, and Sashiko is the stitching technique to make fabric stronger as well. We call it kind of decorative Sashiko, and this is one of those decorative Sashiko. The other type of Sashiko is, to strengthen the fabric, mending, patching. I'm not doing any borrowed today, I'm just doing the simple running Sashiko to make fabric stronger. Oh, the kids really like things. Yeah, yep. Was it one of your chores as a child? Well, In my family, interestingly, um, the Sashiko was kind of secretive technique, which means that my family didn't want to spread it outside of the family. And I'm the firstborn child, male, so my family decided to teach me only. And I literally hated it. Then I just decided to go to the US, to come to the US to study, so nobody could follow me if I only speak English. Interestingly, I ended up with doing Sashiko, but it was not a chore or business, more like a education that I have to do to take over the culture. And I used to think that it is important to protect the culture by being stolen from somebody else. However, in this world with internet, it's kind of stupid to believe that the culture will survive by protecting it or hiding it. I strongly believe that culture will survive when we share that. And I don't care who preserve this culture, as long as somebody's doing it. So I decided to share that. I mean, of course, I wanna make life out of it, but again, like hiding is not a style in 2017. So like I do share the workshop, and I would like to meet everybody, but sometimes it's very difficult to come to one place. So that's why I'm doing the YouTube things. It's all about appreciating what we have, and it's pretty beautiful. Yeah, so enjoy. Just keep asking questions. I will answer that. There's no hidden things. There's no hidden fee or something like that. The difference between the workshop and the YouTube tutorial is that I don't force you to do it. Like workshop, I really force you to do what I do. So that's why we have only 6 seats left. I mean 6 seats availability. Yeah, we do sell supplies. Yes, we have Sashiko thread, needle, thread clippers, everything I use here. Fabric. I don't cut for you, but you can. Like there's a supply. There's a tool to transfer the patterns. Thread, needle. We have the natural dye Sashiko thread as well as actual, like not actual, and the synthetic dye Sashiko thread. Please come to the website. I think I have it on my profile. I live in the U.S., the Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. So if you are around that area, you can come to my city to take a workshop anytime. Otherwise, I have a workshop in New York City 3 times, 4 times a year. This time it's coming next weekend. Not this coming weekend, the weekend after that. The weekend of November 11th. Oh, South Carolina. Sure, I'll just add the link now. South Carolina, it's a good place. I used to live in the Southern Virginia, so it's a really beautiful place. I wish I could I could travel to do the workshop, but well, someday I might go to the. One of my dreams is to go on a road trip and doing the workshop everywhere I go. So please keep following us. I might stop by at your place. Wow. Piedmont area. Is that close to? Not a Charleston. Not a Charleston. What was that? I went there for my friend's wedding. Yeah, it was beautiful. Well, at least I miss southern part of the U.S. It's getting cold here. So it's the front like this. And since we're gonna put the batting interfacing, or what was that again? So I didn't remember that. I'm so sorry. Stabilizer. There we go. Stabilizer. You don't have to worry about cutting. I mean, you don't have to worry about cutting all the thread, but if it's too long, just cut it. Okay, that's perfect. And I have to actually sew that around. Oops. Next is stitching around the design. Okay. The Piedmont is wow. So it's really good place. It's not that cold. It's not that hot. Wow. Palmetto bugs. Yee! Yeah, that's not that's one negative part then. That's not good. Here it's too cold for the bugs to be here too, so I mean it's not that cold, but this morning was like below 40, so it's pretty cold. Where are you from, Cindy? Originally? If you want to go back to the north, where were you before? Buffalo. Buffalo is like one of the coldest place. I mean, the snowiest place. Snow. Wow. Indiana, Buffalo, and South Carolina. Wow. So you don't mind cold weather, it seems like. Yeah, we. Wow. Yeah, I follow my wife too, pretty much. We met in Michigan, went to Virginia, and we had a chance to go to Chapel Hill, but now we're here. I went to the Michigan Tech for the first 2 years of college, so like Upper Peninsula. Then after that, I moved to the Kalamazoo. Kind of close to Illinois ish. Ish, not, I mean, west side of, come on, west side of Michigan. We have friends that have a place on Gooseneck Lake. I have never heard of Gooseneck. Oh. Upper Peninsula is very nice place, especially over summer, but not over winter. I think I'm showing my stitching well okay. Today it's kind of far. Can you guys see that? Is this okay? I'm almost done. Okay, so this is that. And now I have to turn on the iron a little bit. Just a second. I should have done that before. Just a second. I'll zoom and stitch next time I do it. Sorry, I'm kind of done already. Ready? So you should use the iron board, but today I'm kind of lazy, so I'm gonna just use the towel. Yeah, just cut the leftover. What was that sound? What is the backing? Backing is this one. Backing is the kind of shima fabric, like stripe fabric from Japan. The bottom fabric, yeah, I think this is what it's the bottom fabric. Oops. So there's not enough cord, so I'm gonna just a little bit back off and. I need a wide cordless. Okay. So like this, okay? It was not well planned. I'm sorry. So once you iron this one, it's stuck here. It's a nice stick, nice. How can I say? Nice strength. And then use the. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Make sure that it's the same size, almost same size. This way, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Did you get the package?
I did, yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, one of my dreams is to have studio. Okay, let's do this. Use the pin to hold to fabric. Ding dong, yes. It's my house, so I can do this only when my families are outside. I mean, outside means like either daycare or work. And after you make a pin, we stitch around it and flip it. Alright, let's do it. you want to have the little pocket here to flip the coaster, so make sure that you will have the pocket. And this is, I usually use the reason I'm taking so long to do this is that I usually do it with the machine. So I usually don't care how the pin goes in. But I'm doing it right now with hand stitching. But yeah, make sure to have a little pocket here, okay? And since this is the finishing, you might want to make a knot. I do not make a knot when I do sashiko stitching, but when you finish the product, please try to do this making a knot style too. This knot can help you a lot. When I were told about Sashiko machine, and actually I had a chance to look at it. Well, let me figure it. Let me start over. When I first heard about Sashiko machine, I was freaked out. Like I thought I would lose my job, I would not be able to support my staff. Well, back then I had a company, so I thought I would lose everything. But I had a chance to look at actual piece from the machine, and I thought that that's Sashiko stitching, but that's completely different kind of thing. I believe that the beauty of Sashiko is greatly influenced by unevenness. Even stitch is the core of Sashiko stitching, but it is impossible to make every stitch is the same size. Like it is impossible. No matter how good I am, I can try to make the. See, this is. I made too many stitches. So, and then I had a chance to compare it to pieces, same patterns, Asanoho patterns, and then I just realized, well, it's fine. We're not gonna be beaten by that. It's beautiful. It's easy. It's gonna help us to spread the word of Sashiko, but it's not something we should be scared of. That's what I thought. I mean, there's a big difference from those things, two things. But again, like I'm happy that as long as this culture survived 100 years later, so if that machine helps quilters or people who doesn't like hand stitching to get to know of Sashiko, I'm really happy with that. I have no problem. In fact, I respect those people who made that out of it. Must be difficult. Oops, I almost. But again, like the beauty is different. It's beautiful, but if you compare that, you will realize that why the Sashiko was not replaced by the machine 20 years ago. And I just want people to know how it's not fun. How can I describe that? How soothing, how human-like it is to have this hobby. Like same as meditation, same as yoga, but how can I say, like this movement itself is very soothing and makes your time so precious. Meditative, thank you so much. You're really good with understanding what I'm trying to say. Yes, it is meditative. Yep. I think a lot of handcrafting has those meaning too. Come on. Machine can do a lot, and you don't have to use any handmade stuff anymore. But there is a reason we make things with hand yet. Like no matter how restaurant or fast food chain becomes so cheap and popular, always homemade food is good, right? I want that to happen to the hand making stuff. This is very different from the quilter's thimble, and therefore my workshop is full of complaints. The first 30 minutes they complain a lot because they don't know how to use it and they know the comfortable way. I think I do have another video of, well, I mean, I'm not saying everybody should cook. I'm saying like it's one of those. And I'm not saying like everybody should enjoy the hand stitching too. I'm just saying that's the culture. Yeah, the thimble is very different. But it's very necessary for Sashiko stitching to make it fast. I believe that Sashiko stitching is like speed of stitching is very important part of Sashiko stitching, because the faster you can stitch, the more project you can do. The more project you can do, the more fun you can make. So, yep. Oh, that works fine. If your husband can cook, why do you bother that? You don't have to compete. I'll show it to you. So we push the needle with making the stitch. That's how we use the thimble. So without this technique, I don't think I can teach Sashiko. So this is the first step and yet most important step of my workshops. Okay. The eyes against the thimble as you add stitches. Yes, perfectly. That is the sentence is perfectly correct. Like this. It is always touching. Oops. It always touching the eyes touching. It always like eyes touching the thimble. You're welcome. You will probably not feel comfortable. All right. After that, we flip. Oops. フリップできるかな。Yep. Nothing is comfortable the first time. I forgot about it. Let me do that. Yes. Why? How can I forget about it? Yes, we do. And scissors. I don't. Where is the scissors? That's what I was missing. Yes, please trim the corner. Even the edge. No, it's okay. It is tutorial. I shouldn't forget the. I shouldn't forget. I should not miss the actual procedure. Was a good, like if I closed, I wouldn't probably do it. So it's a very good advice. Thank you. Woof. This is not for the video who understands how to make sashiko. I mean, how to make coasters. Like skip everything after this because you already know how to make coasters. I wanted to just show how to do sashiko. Oh, you were the teacher. Yep, it happens. And you don't have to use needle. You have some tools to do that, but like try to make the corner. I'm not really good at this one. Just oh, thank God. If I close it and if I realize it, I probably wouldn't do that. It's too much trouble. But again, like, if you have a machine stitch, I mean sewing machine, use the sewing machine to do this. It's much easier and much cleaner for that matter. And after that, we just clean this place. I mean, not clean, close. I don't like this. Why is it so much? It would be fun to do while watching TV or yeah, it is really fun to do that. And I used to do it on the airplane a lot. This is the best thing to spend time in the airplane. I didn't do well here. Oh my gosh. It's not that good here. Why is it not okay? I'm sorry, I'm mumbling. Yeah, Sashiko is fun to do in the waiting time or are they? That's not how I do that. So I'm kind of not talking a lot because I. Ah, well, the reason I'm not doing great right now is that I'm using the Sashiko thread to finish it. Sashiko thread is a little thicker than the embroidery or finish like sewing machine thread. That's why it's kind of obvious here that I didn't do a good job. Well, it's all okay. Yeah, you gotta play private lesson, that's fine. I will do online workshop to teach you how to teach viewers how to do the Sashiko stitching with this thimble. And that I for that I ask you to be online and keep showing me your hand. So, but this one is like I'm just showing how I do it. But it's good. It's good stuff. Hmm? I always thought it was for clothes. I'll visit your shop. Thank you. I don't have a shop yet, but I can do. I'll do a workshop. Oh, shop as like workshop. I don't have actual place to do it. Again, like when you finish this, try to use the thinner thread, like actual sewing thread, instead of Sashiko thread. This was not the best idea. Uh, I don't have the online workshop yet. I have to develop that. It is coming sometimes at the end of 2017 if it's okay. I will mail you all the materials you need, and then we go that together. Is that okay? Can you wait until the end of year? Oh, I don't want to show my face. You hide the. Here. できた。 Yeah, I don't have it exactly right now. My pleasure. I never thought I could do this, but thanks to my wife, like, I don't have to. I mean, you know, it's always good to support family, but sometimes you have to invest your time to do that. And this is great. All right, ta-da! This is the end of Sashiko Coaster. How long did it take? Less than 1 hour. Perfect. So I'm happy with it. Use the different thread here. Now you can make Sashiko coasters from watching this YouTube video. I was in the Blacksburg. My wife worked at the Virginia Tech. I was there. And since I have a little more time, I was expecting I had a time until 3 o'clock. I'll come back with different tutorial video how to draw Asanoha patterns. So if you could just come back to that. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, I am in PA right now. I'm in the central PA. All right, I'll be back.